All right, we're live, guys. We're live. We're live. We're live. Lots of volatility this morning. It's been a crazy, crazy day. So, really have to get stuff done today, but I want to come on here and do a live stream with you guys just so we can all get on the same page on what's going on in the market. There's a lot of volatility, so yeah, it's very, 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 very ugly. Um, give me a sec. Let's get all the notifications sent out. We are live. All right. So if you guys are part of the Discord, there's been quite a few changes across the board. One thing I've done, I've actually sold out all of my long-term holdings, and I'm now into 4 different assets right now. So I'm doing high conviction trades. So I've been updating the I have been updating the Patreon users on these different trades. So as you guys can see, I've been updating on here a ton what's going on. So my current positions right now are QSP, VRA, KNC, and ACH. I am actually attempting to close my QSP position at a loss. Had a really, really nasty reaction today, but I'm not really planning on just like closing out immediately. I'm gonna, it's a managed stop loss, and it's different. So I think I talked about on here. Yeah, our risk reward must be 4R or higher for managed stop losses. Okay, and what that means is that essentially instead of having a hard level that you instantly sell, okay, because I'm trading in spot and because I have really high risk reward, like on here, QSP was a 12.8 R trade. That's a really, really, really high R trade. Okay. So because you have such high R trades, you have the ability to not necessarily close out immediately when things go against your position. All right. So let's go back to the QSP. I don't think I deleted it yet. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so this is my overall trade position, right? So I entered right here. I'm going to close down in this area, right? So it's a 12.8R trade, and I was targeting way up here for the total amount, but I also have some intermediary positions as well, right? So, but because I am doing a managed stop loss, now that we have essentially fallen below where I think is healthy at this point, I'm now waiting for the retracement, and then I'm going to be selling at that retracement. So it's managed. So it's different, right? And again, I'm only able to do this because my risk reward is freaking incredibly high. All right. So if I only have a 3R trade, this is not even feasible. Okay. And that's why I was considering capitulating on it and just closing it early. The reason why I'm not right now is because you do have this weekly breaker, and right now we are actually bouncing off of it. So I do think we're going to have an exit for this position. So right now I have my sells up here in this region. So as you guys can see, I have it at this hourly breaker, and this is a 4-hour. So hourly right here, 4-hour, 50%, 50%. So I'm going to sell these ones at a loss, 100, no doubt, 100% a loss. These ones are going to be essentially back at entry. So you know what? Given all the volatility, all the craziness, I'm totally, totally cool with that. KNC is holding up really nicely. I'm still very impressed by its resiliency here. I entered ACH last night. ACH looks really good. It's holding up very nicely, and the reason why I entered it was because we have a weekly breaker that we're getting a very strong reaction off of, and this is the BTC pairing. So overall, looking really, really good. VRA, not as good, okay? And I'm considering closing this, but I don't know if that's the play yet. I'm still trying to let this develop more. I'm on the log chart right now. If you take off the log chart, you can see we're just poking below this falling wedge, but this is such a massive, massive level that I don't necessarily think that this is broken down yet, all right? It doesn't look great, but I also am a little bit, I don't want to close it prematurely. And again, I'm only able to do this because I have a 31 risk reward, guys. 31R. Wait, I think I adjusted it. I think I did adjust it. My risk reward on this one is a lot lower. I think it's now, my risk reward is only Where the hell did it go? Man, I may have done it on my mobile and didn't transfer over. Let's see what I have on here. Go to my short-term scalps. You guys can see, like, this is what the donors are getting. This is what Patreon users are getting. Like, I'm over here busting my ass off to make sure these are updated correctly. Quant stamp, VRA. Okay, here you go. Okay, VRA 31R originally, and I think I adjusted it over here. Yeah, here we go. I adjusted it down here. Still a 14.47. So it's still 14.47R. Guys, I can take 14 of these trades, and as long as I win one, I'm in profit. Okay, and that's the thought process and the mentality you have to have coming in here. So as long as my risk reward is still above 4, I'm totally good with adjusting it. All right. So you guys can see these are all my positions, etc. I probably shouldn't be showing you that, but whatever. It is what it is. All right. Okay. So I know there's a lot going on. Now, here's the cool part about this, right? So I've mentioned how we've been switching over to the bear market trading. I've done some posts on there on the Discord server. Really started like trying to, make people understand what this strategy is and why I'm doing it and why it works. It is very successful over time. It works. It works really, really well. Where did I put that at? I don't know where I put it at. Either way, it works really well, but you have to let it play out. And it takes a long time. So instead of targeting really, really high positions, okay, like this is 154%, which is probably a little higher than what I normally would be going for. But like on KNC, right? KNC, my final target is only 40% up, okay? That's not very much, right? But here's the thing. If you constantly have 50% wins over time, that's going to grow your account substantially as long as your risk rewards are properly in place. And as you can see, we are having some volatility here, and I may be looking to adjust this. I don't know yet. Still going to let it play out a little longer. So why do I like this position? Well, it's a goal. Well, let's go back up here. Let's see why I like the position, right? I'm going to go over here to the short-term trade section. Short-term scalps. Go over here. Why do I like KNC? All right. KNC, I like this one because of the U.S. The U.S. pairing is doing a daily 200 moving average retest from the top side. Okay, let's look at that. 200 moving average retest from the top side. We're not closed beneath it. Is it still valid? Yes. Okay. Next thing, golden pocket retracement of the entire structure. Let's look at that. Is it still valid? Wait, no. Golden entire structure down here. I was about to say, I was like, wait a second. Am I losing my mind? There you go. Down here, the entire structure, we're about to do a golden pocket retrace. So is it still good? Yeah, it still looks fine, right? Next thing, massive drop with no retracement. Yeah, guys, look at this shit. KNC got just annihilated on this dip, right? We've had a 60% decrease without any retracement, right? So what I'm looking for here is a dead cat bounce, and that's why I'm targeting these levels. This is just a dead cat bounce before a continuation down, or at least we are assuming that it's not going to be going to new all-time highs. We're taking our profits right down here, right? So when you have a golden pocket retracement, when you have a daily 200 moving average, when you have a golden pocket, like when you have all these different things that are coming together, this is a really, really good opportunity to take a shot at, right? And that's what we're doing here. So yeah. Bitcoin looks like shit. God, it looks like garbage, right? So there's a few things we're looking at. One, we've cleared all this liquidity. Okay, every bit of liquidity has been cleared. So this is all done, dead. All this liquidity has been swept. We need to get a reaction quickly. Okay, like that's strong. If we're not going to come down here and go after 29,000, we need to get a reaction very soon. This level over here, I don't know. I would, like, if I'm disciplined to my style, okay, and this is my style of how I've traded, this is not a valid breaker, okay, because you had this close beneath here. It is not a valid breaker. However, there's definitely good arguments to be made that since we've had so many wicks down there and it did act as support for so long, that this is still having a residual effect and should give us a reaction on its first test. That would make sense. Okay, so I'm really conflicted right now. Just given the interaction over here, I want to assume that this is a solid support level, but it's really hard to make that assumption because that's not generally how I've treated it. So I don't know. That's based on where I'm at right now, right? I don't know. Weekly breaker, we're now beneath that. We closed beneath it. This is now a solid resistance level. This is a solid resistance now, guys. All right, so essentially a realistic targets for a dead cat bounce, okay, are going to be around this region. Also, I don't necessarily think this area is out of the question. I really don't. But as far as a sustained trading, I don't think we're going to be able to sustain a trade above here. Wicks, yes. I think wicks up here are very possible. Sustained trading, no. This is going to be a really tough level to get back above. It's acted as a support resistance for so long. Yeah, I think it's legit. So I think this level right here is probably our top side for this region. KNC still holding up, and as you guys can see, right, I only have 4 trades open, so I'm only have to manage these 4 trades. All right, and that's why I like this. Now, okay, I did make an exception, and this is such I don't like doing. I think given the situation, I'm okay with it. No more than 3 open plays with 2 position sizes worth of fiat on the sideline. I actually have 4 open plays with 1 position size worth of fiat on the sideline. So I did make an adjustment here. It's not usual. I don't like doing this. I think given the volatility in this market, and I think given the opportunity here, guys, like I know this sucks. Okay, trust me. I know this is aggressive, it sucks, etc. Here's the thing though. Unless you seriously do believe that we are in a new period of time where the markets are just going to crash to zero, okay, which I guess is possible, right? You know, given the situation, how we've been reacting so far, right? It's possible. Unless you do believe that, this is still a tremendous buy opportunity given the amount of strength of the drops, okay? And this is on all these different coins, right? This is some incredible drops, and it would be a very unique situation not to have a dead cat bounce. A very unique situation, okay? Yeah. That's all we're doing. All we're doing are playing these for the dead cat bounces. Then we can establish some ranges and go from there. But I think given the ferocity of this, I think it makes a lot of sense to be adding some position here. So let's look at these different individuals and see how each one's holding up. This is holding up great. Alchemy Pay, I am so happy with. This was a great catch I saw last night on this weekly breaker. I'm very happy with this reaction so far. I want to see more volume pop in, but ultimately this looks really strong. I like this. Veracity, not so much. I'm not thrilled with it. I don't like this. Now let's shit. You see all my alerts and stuff. You see how, like, whenever I do this, I just really dive in on these individual charts. Okay. And that's one of the strengths of this strategy. But I like it on the macro. It's the very low time frame stuff that's really getting me uneasy. At the same time, though, we also have to be aware that Bitcoin is a massive catalyst here and just dragging the market down. So I don't necessarily think now is the I wouldn't necessarily focus too much on the low time frame at this point for this particular trade. This is a weekly level. Okay, so if we close the weekly beneath here, like absolutely, I would have been out of this trade a long time ago, right? If we close the weekly beneath it, which we did not last night, okay, the weekly is still holding. If you want to go over here, this weekly still holding. This is still a healthy movement as of right now. What are the other reasons to why I'm in this trade, right? This is Veracity, VRA. I think it's up here. Falling wedge on the macro USD pairing, weekly support on the USD pairing, bullish divergence in the USD. Let's see if the bullish divergence is still there. I honestly don't know. I think it still is, but let's check. Yeah, it's still there. So you guys see this? We have a bullish divergence still in Veracity. All right, you guys see this? Lower lows, higher lows. This is absolutely still a bullish divergence on the daily. 3-day, no. Daily. Daily's our winner. Probably not 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hours not a bullish divergence yet. QSP is, yeah, it's just bearish. I want to get out of this trade, which I'm actually close to getting out of it, or at least closing some positions. Be really nice. KNC is just an absolute knife catch. But the cool part is this is the spot. If you want to do a knife catch, this is the absolute best spot to do a knife catch, right? It's super, super dangerous. I definitely would not be doing it unless like you're very confident in yourself and your abilities. But it's a really good knife catch if you want to do it, guys. Like this is the spot. Oh man. Yeah. That's where we're at right now. Bitcoin looks like garbage. Other things, technicals. Okay, we are rejecting. Okay, gotta slow down. Weekly breaker on the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? As you guys can see, we had a really strong deviation, but we crashed back through. This looks like a bearish retest now of this massive weekly breaker. And another reason why I really don't have an issue going into altcoins here, because this looks like it's a bearish retest. Right? So that's a bear. Oh, I want orange, yellow, orange. Oh, no, let's do orange. What the fuck? Oh, I have this over here. Got to fix that. I can't have random lines on my charts. You guys know how clean all of my charts always look. There we go. Okay. Another bearish retest of this weekly breaker. This is fine. This is healthy. I like this. Now, I don't like this. This is actually a rejection at the 4 hour. Come back in. Retest the 4 hour. I don't like that. Not happy with that. Ooh, Dow's actually holding up relatively strong. We opened up the day at negative 500, and now we're actually green for the trading hours, which are, you know, nice little sign. Oh, and this is the most insanely frustrating chart I have ever witnessed in my life. This is so irritating. This has really screwed me over so many times because this doesn't make any damn sense. This is the open longs position, and they just keep increasing as we drop. So it looks like accumulation. This looks like accumulation, right? And it's really hard for me to be that bearish until this whale gets out in profit, or at least until it starts closing. That's where I'm going for. All right, here we go. Yeah, clear accumulation. Long chart's been increasing parabolically. Like this all, it doesn't make sense to me. And then this is it as well. All right, when this chart starts dropping, it's going to get really nasty. Until then, I am expecting a scam exit pump to let this guy exit in profit. 37 to 38,000 is most likely. Low 40s are possible. Guys, I'm not kidding. I still think these numbers, no matter how ridiculous they are, I think this actually could happen. I really, really do. Like, because here's the other part about this, right? A lot of people are capitulating. A lot of people are really, really, really terrified right now. There's a lot of blood in the water. And when that happens, a lot of times you will get a really strong exit pump. And let's do this actually. Let's go back in time and let's go look at some other wicks like this, right? So here you go. Okay, we have over here, look what happened. Massive drop, massive drop. Look what happened. Massive pump that just completely wiped out everything, all right? Over here. Okay, drop, 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 steady decline, steady decline. Oh my God, the world is ending, the world is ending, the world is ending. What happened? Massive pump, okay? Over here, massive drops, massive drops, massive drops. What happened? Massive pump. Okay, like this stuff happens. So these pumps do happen even during these massive downtrends. The thing is, when, right? And that is the hard part, guys. Like, we don't know when, and the when is the hard part. It's just really, really hard for me to be that. It's really hard for me to assume that these levels will not be met until this exit pump happens. Now, after that exit pump happens, oh, it can get nasty, okay? But I really do think we are going to get this exit pump, okay, of some sort. Okay, I don't know what that's going to look like yet, make that very clear, but we haven't had any reaction yet, and it happens every freaking time. Like, let's go back in time. Like, you can see this volatility is just disgusting, right? From 9,000 up to, that's not that big of a swing, I guess. Let's see. But like, you can go back in time and just see these massive swings in either direction, right? Even over here, massive swings. Massive swings. All these dips, massive swings, right? Oh, here we go. This was the drop from, oh yeah. Okay, drop, COVID crash. Okay. COVID crash. Down. And then what happened? Massive increase of almost 100%. It happens. Like, this is what happens, guys. It's aggressive. It's brutal. But there you go. A 60% increase in price after this just massive dip. So that's what I'm waiting on. Now, once that happens, guys, it's like there's no promises at that point. But I do expect us to get some sort of a pump. Happens a lot, yeah, guys. Happens a lot. What about the 6,000 one? Oh, am I at the end? I am at the end. All right, Bitstamp definitely has it. Let's go back to the Let's go back to the capitulation over at 6K. This is similar in nature, I guess. Not really, but it can be argued it is. Okay, I'm going back too far, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, 6K drop. I remember this one really well. Okay. You guys can see this is the 6K drop. We can see just had a stair step of just downward. But even at the bottom, like right here, you guys see this. We still had a 26% increase from the lows. Okay. Have we had that? No, absolutely not, right? We have not had a 26% increase in the lows. Let's look at where our current price action is. And that's the big thing, guys. Like, I'm not going to close. I don't want to close my positions until we get that pump from the lows. All right, 4 hour. Have we had a 26% increase? Absolutely not, right? Like, look at this, nothing, right? So if we got a 26% increase from our current levels, that would be up to, there you go, 38,000. No, a little higher than that. You guys see this? Like seriously, this is the equivalency. So that's like us just happen to get a scam pump up to 40,000, right? And as we know, that was not the bottom back in 6K was not the bottom, right? It did actually trend end up going further down. But this exit pumps do happen. When? That's the big issue, and that's why I already have my bids. I already have my sells on the exchanges, right? Because I will not miss it. I already have my bids on the exchanges. Whenever it hits, if it hits, you know, it's going to just go ahead and get activated, and I'll move on with my life, right? 47. Okay, we're actually starting to pop up a little bit. VRA, I need you to, like, wake the fuck up. You're really starting to piss me off. All right. All right. Thoughts on accumulating H-bar right now or DCA? I do know. Dude, nothing looks strong, okay? It depends upon your time frame. Let's make that clear. Look at your time frame. I have sold out all of my long-term holdings. I own none. Zero. All of my holdings are in these 4 coins right now. Or no. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my long-term holdings now. I don't have any. I sold all my H-bar, all my XRP, etc. I've transitioned entirely to a bear market trading style because there's too much uncertainty in the market right now, right? Now, given H-bar, if your time frame is good enough, can it recover? Absolutely, right? If your time frame is high enough. But don't for a second think that it can't go lower. Right? Like, it can. It absolutely can. And I'm pretty sure now we're actually below the golden pocket levels. Yeah, we are. See that? We're now below 786. We're low. This is not a good, healthy movement, okay? So at this point, it can absolutely go down and revisit the lows over here. So 4 or 5 cents is not out of the question, okay? Now, if you want to accumulate, the best way of doing it, And this is what I was doing. This is how I was able to pick up Cardano at 6 cents, okay? What I did is I waited for a solid impulsive movement. Okay, impulse, retracement. That's what I did. I waited for an impulse and retracement. Okay, clear impulse, clear retracement, down to a good level. This is where I DCA at. Okay, have you had any impulsive movement to tell us the bottom is in? Abso-freaking-lutely not. No, there's none. There's no impulsive movement whatsoever. Okay, you need a change in market structure. You need something else. Now, you can look at coins that are actually holding up really well. Those may be ones that you want to long-term hold on, right? Like Alchemy, right? We are at some major support levels. If you want to do DCA into like a longer position here, that makes more sense, right? Like that makes more sense because you're at some major support levels. Right now, you're not at a major support level on H bar. God, this is just disgusting play right here. So happy it held up really well. I know it looks ugly, but this is a really strong holding pattern right here. Very happy with that. All right, so Bitcoin is sort of recovering a little bit. VRA is sort of recovering right now. Quant Stamp is starting to. Now, Quant Stamp, remember, I'm getting out here. This is my exit points right here. So I'll be very happy if I can get any up here. But I don't think it's necessarily has to happen. So what's that's gonna mean though? Okay, so what that means is I'm gonna have. So I have right now 80% of my capital invested. Oh shit! I just close it out. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. All right, comments are up. Good. Invested. Okay, I have 80% of my capital invested. I have 20% of my total holdings per what am I looking for? 20% of my total holdings per position. There you go. All right. So what that means, I have KNC, QSP, VRA, and ACH, right? These are my 4 right now. So I have 20% of my holdings in each one, right? Now, here's the thing, though. Now, here's my thing. So I have 20% on the sideline, right? But I only want to have 3 positions open at a time. I only want 3, right? So my 3 that I want to hold are VRA, ACH, and KNC. That's it, okay? So what I want to get to is I want to get to 60% of my capital invested in 3 stocks or 3 coins. Okay, and then 20% per holdings. Yeah, same thing, right? 20%. And so what that means, I have 40% on the sideline that I can use to bump up positions as they become more attractive. Okay, so like, let's say, okay, for instance, let's say KNC makes a really strong impulse and it makes a good correction. I want to bump up that correction. All right, so let's say we do actually have a nice impulse and a retracement, right? Well, at that point, I may actually redeploy my 40% or the 40% into this position right here because it already had a show of strength and now I'm going to be targeting these levels again, right? Or I may even have a brand new compound position open with KNC with that new capital. But the important thing is I only want to manage 3 positions per time because I can really manage these charts, okay? I have been watching these charts like no one's business. And I'm very happy with the structure of this one and this one. This one is struggling, but I'm still okay with it. And this one looks like absolute freaking ass. All right. Don, thanks. What do you think was the catalyst to turn the market around? Doesn't really safe to go into the bonds. I know it's a loaded question. I don't know. So if you go to the very top of my YouTube channel, it says I focus entirely on the charts and ignore the news and fundamentals, right? So here's the deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about any of the catalysts. I don't care about the news. I don't care about the fundamentals. I don't know. I don't know what the catalysts are. I really don't care. All I care about is what the charts tell me, and they give me the information that I need. So I know that may sound like a weird statement, but that's how I've traded, and I'm pretty damn successful at what I've done doing that. So that's it. Also, I'm a long-term holder, so I don't do swing trades or day trades. I'm not disciplined enough, etc. All right, well, and I would stay the freak out of this market right now. Okay, or here's the deal. If your time frame is high enough, I think you will be able to get some good entries here. I think so. Okay. Now, again, I cannot make this clear enough to you. What I'm looking for, this is the structure that you need to be looking for as a long-term holder. Okay. You want to see this, 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 this. Okay. This is the structure that you want. Okay. On anything, you need to see this. Until you see this, this is bad because this is a market structure issue. That means that we are in a pronounced bear market on these markets, okay? And this can keep going down. All right? And you got to go to the higher time frames, right? So like is it okay to dollar cost average the market? Absolutely it is, man. Like there's nothing wrong with that, right? Just understand, like, this is what you guys fully have to grasp. This can drop further, okay? Now, I am confident. Let me rephrase. I think I'm going too aggressive on this. I want to slow down a little bit. Here's the deal, guys. There are some very, very strong levels coming up soon, okay, on Bitcoin. I think this region is incredible. Okay, right here. This region right here is incredible. This is like the best opportunity you are going to get for Bitcoin when it comes to risk to reward right in this region. If you want to DCA in, this is your area. Okay. I would not DCA in here. I would DCA down here. Okay. And this is between 22,000 and 28,000. Now, the reason why, okay, this area is not guaranteed by any means, but the risk to reward is really, really good down here. And I think that on a macro perspective, you have a really good chance. Okay. Why? Because you have the golden pocket retracement right here, and you also have the weekly 200 moving average. The weekly 200 moving average is an exceptionally important level. Okay. It's what held up the bear market in 2017, 2018. And it also was essentially the one we bounced off of during the COVID-19 crash. A little bit below it, I know, but the fact that it bounced off there twice, I think, is very significant. So if we do come down in this region again, and we're being supported by the weekly 200 moving average, this area is money, guys. I think this area right here is a really, 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 really good spot to DCA in. But I will absolutely just be trading ranges until we get down there. Okay. Have you started laddering out of your longer hold position, wait for the retest? I've laddered. Okay, here's the deal, Alec. I have completely gotten out of my long-term positions, all of them. Okay. I've been talking about on the Discord server. I only own 4 positions right now. Okay, and they're all short-term: VRA, ACH, QSP, and KNC. These are the only positions I hold. Okay, and my if you go over here, this is my bear market trading style, and it goes into detail. And also, if you go to my previous video, I believe, maybe if you go back here, one of these videos I really broke it down really well. Yeah, right here. Okay, this and these 3 videos, I talk a lot about it. I'm not sure exactly which one. I think it's this one. Either way, this really goes into detail on exactly how I do it. This one for sure. Yeah, this one for sure. It goes into really, really strong detail on exactly how we do the bear market trading and how it works. But yeah, I'm 100% out of all my long-term holdings, and I have just capital on the sideline. I am trading, make it very clear, but I'm not targeting new highs. I'm targeting like these regions. Okay, and that's how we're playing it. So yeah, I'm currently in a lot of positions right now, but only 4, and I want to only get to 3. And if you are on the Discord server as a Patreon member, I have all of these positions right here. and I update what I'm looking at. I need to update this actually. QSP. Looking to exit or exiting. Ooh, I can't talk today. Exiting this position. Now, stop loss hit. And this is going to be right down here. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Cool. I just want to update that real quick. I know the short-term scalp's been updated. I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, I've already updated on that, but I just want to make sure everything's all nice and organized. So, and that's how I do it, guys. This is literally how I do it. This is how I traded for like 2 years straight. So this is what I'm really, really comfortable with. And I've explained this to you guys before, but I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure you guys are on the same page. So like, I entered crypto here. $8,000 right here. This is whenever I really started getting into cryptocurrency. Okay, like Mayor phrases, trading crypto. I held crypto back here. I actually had cryptocurrency back in, yeah, back here, 2013. I actually had 5 Bitcoin, and I bought it at 500 and I sold at 1300. So I made like 800 bucks a piece. No, I bought at 500 and I sold at 800, and I was super, super happy, right? And I was like, okay, cool, I'm out of the Ponzi. Yay, I made money, I'm going to go away, right? And of course it crashed, and I was like, oh, I was right. It was all great. You know, I was right, yada, yada, yada. And then it started going up and up and up and up. I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck's going on over here? And then I saw it get up here, and then at $8,000, I was like, okay, I'm actually going to be in, and I'm not leaving this time. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to figure out how this whole thing works. And I did, right? But here's the thing. My experience was this. I had this much time for a bull market, 21 days essentially, right? I had 21 days to learn how to trade in a bull market, right? And then I had the remainder of the time, 3 years to learn how to trade in a bear market. So this is my experience right here, and I did not go anywhere. I learned how to do bear markets really, really well. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm transitioning entirely from this style of trading entirely to this. Okay. And it's a really, really cool strategy. It works really, really well. I was able to increase my amount of my Satoshi value of my portfolio went up tremendously. My US dollar amount also went up pretty aggressively as well, but not nearly as high as the Satoshi value, right? That was the important thing. But the important thing is that this is when I learned how to trade, right? So this whole parabolic stuff, I only had 3 weeks to learn, right? This stuff right here is like my bread and butter. I love this stuff. Bear market trading is awesome. I really do enjoy it. It's just, yeah, different style of trading though, guys. That's what I really want to put on here. All right. So, what is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is still screwing around. Bitfinex. Let's go to Coinbase, Binance. I'm gonna get a haircut and like today. I need to go do that. So my wife's getting pissed. I was actually gonna do that today, and I want to stream instead. Okay, but yeah, golden pocket entire structure is right down here. I really don't think we're gonna come down here yet. I don't think so. I think we're gonna we're gonna get a dead cat bounce, and then we'll get our dip down here. I do expect that dead cat bounce though. I think it's very, very likely that we do get that dead cat bounce. God, KNC is holding like a freaking boss. So is ACH. I'm so happy about these two structures. So, QSP, I need to dump you. Yeah. It's funny. I'm telling you, man, this is my thing right here. I loved it. It sucked, but man, I got really good at it. How's the markets doing? Let's go back to them. Traditional is only down 400. You know what, guys? I'm telling you right now, this is actually not as bad as I was expecting. It's good. This is a good sign to me that Bitcoin is at least close to a temporary bottom. This is a really good sign to me. I think we are close to a temporary bottom. DXY is dropping. Good sign. Yeah, overall, I do think that we are close to a temporary bottom. I think we're going to get a really good recovery bounce here. Okay. This amount, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I'm not really banking on it, but it's possible. Yeah. I got my 3 high conviction plays right now. I'm pretty damn confident in all 3 of them. VRA is the least confident of the 3. But I still think this makes sense. I don't like that bearish retest. Fuck. I considered exiting some here, but I decided not to. I really hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're going to get a pop, though. Let's look at the low time frame, see if we have any divergences forming. Yes. Yes, we do. Divergences all over the place. Divergences after divergences. Let's go to the hourly. Yes. Divergences forming. So we have hourly. We have 15-minute. No 4-hour, though. 4-hour is not a divergence. Daily is not a divergence. Okay. But a lot of the altcoins are showing bullish divergences on the daily. So that's interesting. Weekly. Nope. Yeah. It's ugly, guys. This is a really, really, really ugly charts. They are. They're really disgusting. So, none of my things got filled yet. Gross. Yep. I'm expecting a bounce, guys. I'm expecting it soon. I really am. I really am expecting a bounce soon. As long as the traditional markets don't just utterly shit the bed, I think we're going to get a pretty strong bounce really soon. This looks good as well. DXY is dropping pretty aggressively. DXY is, you want this to go down as a crypto trader who wants the market to go up. If you want the market to go up, you want this to go down. It's an inverse correlation chart. So yeah, that's something we want to see. Longs are still increasing. I still think this guy's going to get one hell of an exit. He's going to leave the market in profit. I'm pretty damn confident in that. See if we can find any other good charts. Let's go to my USD pairings. These are all Coinbase charts, or a lot of them are. And I wanna see the Coinbase charts because those are the ones I think have the most. These are the ones I'm actually trading. That's what I really want to say. These are the ones I'm actually trading. The other ones I'm not. Okay, Shiba is actually at a decent level. Interesting. Solana is not. Solana's dead to me. Solana, it's been fun. I made a lot of money off of you, but you need to just go away. Link looks like garbage. Yeah, looks pretty shitty. Yeah, Link looks pretty shitty. Not much support down there. Maker, God, I'm glad I closed that. Such a disgusting, disgusting, disgusting play. There was such a good technical play. It just didn't pan out. Sucks. We have this little daily block down there. How can Bitcoin longs How can Bitcoin longs keep increasing if the Bitcoin price continues to decrease? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the one thing about this market that doesn't make sense, right? Like everyone has their own liquidation point and things of that nature. If you have enough money, so okay, I will go into detail on this. Let's do that. I want to go into detail for James. Okay. Um, all right. Let's think of it this way. Oh shit. You're a whale. Okay, whatever. I guess no, this is the one I'll shit. Okay, get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, you're a whale. And you want to manipulate the market. Okay. Here's what you do. You have a lot of money. Make this very clear. You are massive. Okay. You have so much cash. It's freaking unreal, right? Massive sell wall. Okay. And when I say a sell wall, it doesn't necessarily have to be like one sell wall. It just is massive pressure bringing the market down. Okay. The thing you're looking for is you're slowly dragging this wall down, and although you are not actually selling, you are making other people sell because they're afraid of this sell wall, right? And you just keep dragging it down, dragging it down. Like think of like 20,000 Bitcoin in this sucker, right? Like it's like a stupid amount, and you're just like, I have this big wall, and everyone's like, oh, I can't take that wall on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy down lower. Everyone keeps thinking, buy down lower, buy down lower, right? And you just keep dragging this sucker down, dragging it down, dragging it down. No one's or there obviously some people are, but not that many people are actually buying into that sell wall, right? They're not actually eating it up. Instead, what's happening? You just keep dragging it down, dragging it down, dragging it down. Well, on the way down, you have your positions down here. These are longs that you want to get filled, okay? Because like you get that filled, right? So now this is now yours. You sell it, right? Well, you want to keep dragging it down further. Okay, I'm going to drag it down further. Cool, right? You're going to keep eating it. And all you're doing down here is you're accumulating these longs. These are long positions, right? You just come down here, you accumulate. You're like, oh, I got that one too, right? And then down here, you have more and more and more and more, right? You just keep coming down and dragging it down and dragging it down, right? Well, the thing is, if you're accumulating, which is what you're doing, right? You're eating all these longs and you're adding it to your collection, your portfolio. Eventually, what's going to happen is you're going to be like, okay, cool. I've gotten enough money, so I've gotten enough long positions, so I'm going to go ahead and release the whales or release my wall, start adding some bids down here to increase and market buys, and then people are like, oh my God, and it explodes upwards, right? That's what I'm expecting to happen here, and that's the only thing that I can gather from this chart, okay? Why is this chart just keep increasing on longs, right? So what that tells me is that they're still accumulating. They're still picking up longs. They're still trying to increase their holdings of Bitcoin, okay? Now, let's think of it this way, all right? Let's think about, well, maybe the whale's in a bad position, possibly, right? Let's say that sell wall is going down and he's over here accumulating, okay? But here's the deal. He removes his bid, but the price keeps going down, right? And that's what, some theories are. Maybe the whale can't actually sustain it. The thing is, like, here's the issue, okay? If these longs were if he's freaking out and he's closing positions, how would we know that? Well, it's pretty easy. We would see this chart start to drop. And we're not. We're seeing no drops. That means like these longs are not closing. They keep increasing, right? And so that's the crazy part. It keeps increasing, and they're not closing. So to me, it's really hard for me to assume anything but they're still accumulating. That's basically what my thoughts are here. Like, I still think that all that's happening right now is this accumulation. They're still just picking up more and more and more and more. So I think it's still controlled. I think it's still it's absolutely brutal, but they're just picking up more and more longs. And because the price hasn't popped off yet, you know, they just keep doing it. It's crazy though. But once that dam breaks and the pressure valve is released and the market can have an exit pump, and then that's whenever then we actually start getting into that release of like the pressure, right? And once that pressure is gone, because right now there's a ton of pressure building, ton of pressure. Okay. Once that pressure is released and those longs, right, start closing, that's whenever you need to have some serious reservations about where you're at in this market. Like right now, I don't feel bad buying here at all. I don't. But if this starts to decrease aggressively, I'm going to have some serious concerns, because then whoever's manipulating this and accumulating these longs it's no longer a controlled movement downwards. And at that point, he legitimately may be fucked. And if that's the case, if these longs are closed without actually having a being controlled by him, they're going to be closed and they're going to be closed at a loss. And this is just going to become massive sell pressure to the market. Because remember, this guy, what is his goal? His goal is for the market to explode upwards so that he can close these in profits. So whoever's doing this, they're not buying. They're not buying to sell at a loss, right? That doesn't make sense. He's buying because he thinks he can get the price back up to a higher level and sell all these coins right now for a lot higher price. Hope that makes sense, right? So, but if we're still down there and longs start decreasing, that's bad. Bad. Very, very, very bad. But right now, I think it's still okay. Oh, man. I need to get a haircut. Sucks. I got a list of honeydews, my wife, too. All right. I think we're making a new low, aren't we? Yeah, new low. Shit! All right, so got a new low on Bitcoin. Still dropping. Oh my god. How are my positions holding up? Still all right. KNC still holding up. ACH still holding up. That's funny, man. It sucks, but it's, good point. God, it's gonna rebound. Just don't know when. So remember, this is a possibility, and I'm not like, I don't have that much confidence in it, but this level right here is still a possibility that we're just gonna hold it. Brutal. I do like seeing this though. DXY is starting to show some weakness. It's a really good sign. It's a really good sign. This is something that's actually giving me a lot of confidence that the bottom is close. Cannot believe we're back down these price levels though. That's crazy. I mean, realistically, realistically, this is like the absolute lowest I would be. This is the absolute lowest that I could fathomly see here. 29, high 28s, low 29. That is like the absolute lowest this dip will get to. But I really don't think it's going to get that far. I really don't. I think we're going to get an exit. I think we're going to get a bounce. And once the bounce happens, then we're going to go down there and then test these levels. Just blown away that we haven't gotten a relief bounce yet, and it's pretty incredible, honestly. It's incredible. I've been doing this a long time, guys. This is it's pretty incredible. Still not capitulating. This is so important to me. Like this chart right here is so important. As long as he's not capitulating, whoever this is, all right, it still seems like it's controlled. I just can't believe we're even discussing these levels. Honestly, I'm just blown away by that. I really thought this one's to hold. It obviously didn't. I was like, all right, well, I guess we could consider this one. And now we've fallen beneath these two, and we're still not having a reaction. It's nuts. Yeah, market's screwed though, guys. I can't make it clear to you guys. It's not looking good. Total charts. Remember, this is like my primary bias on the altcoin market. Well, guess what? We are now trading below everything, and we're now beneath the weekly breaker, and we're also now beneath the golden pocket. So all of that does not look good. Okay, beneath the golden pocket, beneath the weekly breaker. So now if we have to readjust our golden pocket, because I was using this structure, now the golden pocket's going to have to be the entire structure. So now we're looking at way down here, 350 to 400 billion dollars is like the next level. Just disgusting. Disgusting, y'all. Yeah, I do think the bottom's really near though. I really do. Oh man, when it reverses though, it's be one hell of a recovery bounce, or be one hell of an exit pump, exit pump, relief bounce, dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it. It's all basically the same. Ugh. What? Oh. Yep. What other question you guys got? You guys, I think you guys know what my thought processes are. See, shorts are also not increasing, so like there's not a lot of confidence at this level that we're going to go much further down. So this is another thing about it. It's just uncanny. It's just weird. It's just weird, guys. So the traditional markets are also going into essentially. I mean, depending upon what your where I'm looking for, the traditional markets are going into a bear market, right? Because that's basically what this means. So you have a low. On the macro perspective, you have a low, a high, now a lower low. So like you do have a macro bear market on the Dow Jones, right? SPX as well, low, high, lower, low. You absolutely have a bear market forming on the macro structure for the traditional markets. And crypto has never seen that before, right? That's new for us. So what is that going to entail, right? What does that mean? I don't know. Okay. Now I do know that we do have this monthly breaker not that far ahead of us, so I'm really hoping that this acts as a major resistance level, and this should be able to at least stop the bleeding if we get a dip down to like the 28,000 region. I think that would make a lot of sense to get. This would be like the macro top of this level. Because I really don't see us dipping. Like, I think that 28,000, that entire region, the golden pocket region, is going to act as a major support level. Yeah, longs just keep increasing, which is just nuts. Makes no damn sense, but here we are. What is this level? Oh, nothing. Okay. Trying to see what other liquidity we have. We really don't have much liquidity yet, guys. Like, the only liquidity we really have is down here. So we are at these major levels, though. 3-day level right there. Oh, man. Just waiting. Cannot believe we're almost down here, guys. This is nuts. Yep, crypto has never been through a true recession or depression. It's true. And that's why I really don't think the play is to go into like looking for new all-time highs and things, and just play ranges. That's why my strategy, I think, is going to be really successful in this period of time, because it was designed and molded and formed through volatility. That's why I have it. So, and it works really well in those periods of time. So, just got to be patient. It sucks, but you gotta be patient. Don't really want to close this yet. Oh, it sucks. God, VRA, why are you freaking crashing now? ACH is still holding up really well. KNC is still holding up really well. We're at the golden pocket. Okay, got it. We're below there. Got it. We are at the golden pocket, guys. I don't think it's a good idea to sell here. Risk reward, I still got some wiggle room here. I think it's still fine. Bro, will crypto go up again? My portfolio is down 50%. Dude, all of our portfolios are down like that much. Sucks, man. Should. So the style of trading is changing, all right? Like you gotta look more of a short-term time frame, okay? Scalping. That's like the way to really trade in these markets. So if you plan on buying and holding, you'd be in a really bad position. But scalping, you can do really well, but like it's very challenging and it's very hard to learn. So it's not like something you can just get into immediately. It's a really, really tough game. Just watching, looking at Twitter and stuff, trying to see what's going on. CME gas been filled. That's interesting, I guess. Didn't expect this to happen. And now we have a new level that's been formed up here. Wait, has the gap been filled? No, technically we have a little bit further to go. But once the CME gas been filled, that's a bullish signal, honestly. The next one down is 24,000. Holy shit. I'm not buying that crap yet. One thing at a time. I'm just not buying it. I don't see that being a realistic possibility at this time. You have the golden pocket of the entire macro structure, and you also have the weekly 200 moving average. So that means that you would have to assume that the level that has held up you would have to assume that this line, this level, would be lost, that stopped the market from crashing further back in 2018 as well as during the COVID crash. Like that's a hell of a statement, right? Like losing that is highly unlikely in my opinion. But you know what? We'll see when we get there, right? I don't think we will, but I'm not going to discount. I'm not going to say it can't happen, but it doesn't really make much sense to me. Right here, this level right here is going to act as a absolutely tremendous support level. So, yeah, you guys can see this is the moment we switch from bull to bear. Bull mode, bear mode. We are bearish. Bull mode, bear mode. So the last 4 days, we've been hyper bear. And I don't see that happen. I don't see that changing anytime soon. I really don't. Now, when I say bearish, of course, I mean bearish on that we're going to get, above these levels. I just don't really see that happening at this point. So, but there will be bounces. Yep, I'm okay. Okay, this is really important actually. There would be a crazy mean reversion play to be had on alts. Okay, and this is what I'm playing right now essentially. These mean aversions are essentially where we balance between these levels, right? It's a dead cat bounce. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dead cat bounce to happen. Okay. And a lot of these altcoins are going to have a really nice pump whenever it does happen. So it's just when. Just when. Bitcoin dominance is still holding our level. Still looks fine. And this is the crazy part about it too. Like Bitcoin dominance, if it was so bearish right now, like if it was that bearish, we would see this pop to the upside in drastic measures. And we really haven't. It's still consolidating down here at the very bottom. I do want to see this filled. 31.6, which if it, I don't know how this trades. Yeah, the futures chart, I want to see this get down below here. I want to fill that, wait, no. Daily? I guess the gap's already been filled technically. Yeah, I guess it has. Oh, over here. There we go. Yeah, I want to see this get filled, which we're so close, right? Fill that gap, and that'd be a pretty cool thing, I think. BTC dropping into 21,000. Yeah. Oh. Possibly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't really get too concerned about those sort of things. Yeah. I just don't want to close this yet, guys. I'm like straight up. I just don't want to close it yet. Given how well it's reacted to this market and how clean of a level this is, I just don't think it makes sense to close it here. This is the golden pocket retracement, guys. Like it's managed for a reason. I'm just not. I don't think it makes sense here. God, this sucks. Are you kidding me? Yeah, still increasing the BTC pairing too. ACH is still increasing the BTC pairing. It's still holding up really nicely. KNC is it's holding up really, really well given all the volatility, and that's why like I'm just really I just don't think the stop losses are far enough apart. I do have some room to fuck around with, not much. Ah, this sucks. It needs to reverse quickly. Look, last 15 minutes, we've had another massive increase in longs. The longs just piling in, guys, and this is just it's so weird. Just uncanny. This looks like a capitulate. This looks like the capitulation right here. This should be it. I want to see one more dip down. It may get aggressive. Buckle the fuck up. I'm expecting capitulation really soon. I'm sure as hell not selling right now, but I would just get ready. It's about to get stupid. Volume's starting to pick up a little bit too. Longs are increasing parabolically, even more so than usual. Just straight freaking up, guys. The fuck? Oh, weird. Sucks, guys, but like this is it. I don't like if you go to a macro perspective, I just don't see it dropping much further than this. So we're gonna go through all of this consolidation cluster that took us 2 months to work out in the span of uh, we're gonna go through entire 2 months of consolidation and working itself out in the span of or 3 months. We're just gonna just dive right through without any sort of stopping or any bounces. I just don't see it. Just don't see it, guys. And even if we did, hypothetically, right? Even if we just dropped right through there, golden pocket right beneath it. It's aggressive. I think he's absolutely correct, though. It's going to be an absolutely ridiculous pump once this is done. Mean reversion. Yep. Eyes on the prize right there. Yeah, KNC is still holding up. We're still on the golden pocket. Like, this is not the spot to be selling. It just doesn't make any sense to me. ACH is still trending upwards. VRA doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. Nope. All right, now we're down here. Fuck. Oh, it's aggressive, y'all. Oops. Is it holding up? Yeah, it's holding up well. Okay, cool. Glad to see this. This gives me the confidence that this is going to be able to withstand this drop. And we are going to be getting our exit at 48 to 50. 48, we have some exits, and we also have some like 50-ish. 55, I think. I think that gives me a lot of confidence we're going to get that. VRA. We are getting some bullishness relative to the BTC pairing. I like seeing this. This is good. KNC, it's just, God, it just sucks. It's trying so damn hard. Whole market's just like, all these market forces are really just starting to break some of our coins. Bitcoin dominant still holding up really well. Dow, we're back down at 500 below. DXY. Ugh. There's volatility. We're starting to get some capitulative volume. I think so. Good Binance. Probably going to close this the highest volume candle since yesterday. 5-minute candle. What happened there? Yeah. Highest volume 5-minute candle. Closes a green bullish hammer. It's not bad. Yeah, green bullish hammer right there. Trying to pop up. It's not bad. Honestly, that's a really good sign. A lot of volume, bullish hammer, 5-minute chart. Trust me, I know. Okay. But 5-minute bullish hammer, that's something. A lot of volume, most volume in the last 24 hours or 12 hours. It's not bad, guys. It's not bad. Like I've been mentioning, I think the bottom is really, really close. I really do believe that. Let's go to technicals. How are we holding up? Let's keep increasing. Look at this stupidness, guys. We've had an additional 600 freaking contracts open up the last 15 minutes. Isn't that crazy? Just crazy, guys. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane how many longs are opening up. This is absolutely a massive powder keg. Like, when this thing pops, it's going to freaking blow minds. I do absolutely 100% believe that. It's just when. All right, so this candle is the highest candle that we've had since February, May. Or, wow. February, May. May 5th, May 6th. No, this is the highest candle that we've had since, yeah, May 5th. This is a capitulative style candle right here. Yeah, it's still not even closed yet. You guys can see we've surpassed that one. We've surpassed that one. Oh, this is on Bybit. Shit, let's go to a bigger exchange. Damn it. That was stupid of me. Let's go to Coinbase or Binance. Still pretty impressive. What the hourly? Hourly's only 15 minutes in. Okay, let's go. Yeah, 15-minute candle. Volume is really, really high. We've had similar candles though, so I'm not. It doesn't mean that much yet. We've had similar style. Let's go to Binance. Okay. God, so much freaking volume coming in. This definitely is looking capitulative in nature. Looking for a capitulative flush, and then we're done. That's what I want to see. We're only 15 minutes into this candle, and we're already half the previous candles on the hourly. Yeah, it's definitely coming to a head. Yes. I will actually. I'm gonna look at ICP. You said falling wedge, and I like falling wedges. Let's see what we got. What, this? Yeah, wait. What are you talking about? Right here? Is that the falling wedge you're looking at? Well, this is a falling wedge I see on the log chart, and it looks to me like that's pretty damn bearish. It's falling beneath it. It's not good. The whole chart is a falling wedge. I mean, like that? It's falling beneath it. Like that's if it is a falling wedge, it's not bullish. Yeah, I'm not liking that, man. All right, Bitcoin's still hovering around its area it was. Definitely a lot of movement. Let's go back to it. I'll look at Luna in a sec. I gotcha. Hourly chart, 15 minutes in, about to be the highest volume. Like this is gonna be the highest volume candle, more than likely. Let's go to Coinbase. Yeah, only 15 minutes in. This candle is just a monster right now, guys. Highest volume since yesterday. No, highest volume in the last 4 days. On Binance, similar but not the same. Let's go to DXY still struggling. Longs keep increasing. Look at that. We'll just keep gapping up. Just gapping up, gapping up, gapping up. Crazy. Nuts, y'all. It's nuts. When this exit bounce happens, I cannot stress it enough. You need to take it. Or let me rephrase, I can't give you financial advice. I am going to take it. Now, okay, so I did this earlier. Okay. Luna. I told you I would do Luna. And I will. Let's do Luna. Last time I checked Luna, I thought it looked like garbage, but let's look at it again. Maybe I changed my mind. We're at 17% down from where I looked at it last, so maybe we're in a better spot. We're almost, actually. You know what? This is a weekly breaker. Not bad. Honestly, it's not. Weekly breaker. What is this? Oh, log chart. Take that off. Golden pocket entire structure, maybe? Nope. Weekly breaker, though. That's not bad. I do like that. And I'm watching Bitcoin on my other computer, so guys, I'm following everything, I promise you. There's a lot going on here, but I'm trying to watch it all. A lot of volume, below the 200 moving average. 3-day breaker here. The weekly is the big one. The weekly breaker is pretty nice to see. It could have a nice bounce. I could see a decent bounce. I think everything's going to bounce soon. I really do believe that. 31.7 right now for Bitcoin. It's increasing a little bit. KNC is actually back above our stop loss region. That's good. ACH is holding up like a beast. Wait, is it? Now I'm having doubts. Let me see. ACH BTC. Ooh, we had a nice little dip here. Ooh, disgusting. Ah, gross. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is like there's a breaking point all these coins, right? There's a breaking point. Oh god, that's ugly. We need to capitulate here and just freaking pop this thing back up really, really soon. Yeah, thank you, CB. I'm with you on that. I need an actual good reason as to why you want to check. Like, give me a technical reason, right? And remember, here at Parabolic Trading Academy, we focus entirely on the charts and ignore news and fundamentals. So I need you to tell me some chart-based reasons why you like it and not just news or fundamentals. Yeah, thank you, CB. I appreciate that. Okay, KNC is actually popping off pretty good. All right, cool. QSP. QSP is actually holding up really nicely off this weekly breaker. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty impressed by how well this weekly breaker's held up. KNC's held up very nicely. I love how well it's held up. ACH, we had a nice drop down in the last 20 minutes or so. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that. Volume is low on this drop, though. What's the Coinbase one? Yeah, volume is still low on the drop. Fuck. God, we're at a breaking point for so many different things. Come on. Something's got to give here, guys. Are we at the all-time high yet? I know we're really close. Close, not yet. Wait, what is the all-time high? That's the all-time high number of shorts or longs right there. We're that close. And that happened back in June of 2021. Tremendous amount. My dog is going off because someone just came to the door, dropped off a package. Longs, open. Link! I know. Come here. Good boy. I'm proud of you for scaring them off. You did good. Again. Once again, you saved the house. Very proud of you. All right. USD. It's a lot of volume, guys. This looks really, really good so far. Ton of volume. Bullish hammer on the last close. Bullish hammer, a lot of volume. This looks pretty decent. Honestly, this looks really decent for potentially a bottoming structure. Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Okay, so we've definitely now filled that gap. That gap is absolutely without a doubt, no question, it has been filled. Okay, cool. Right there. You guys see that? The gap is no longer there. It's been filled. That is a bullish sign. Or let me rephrase it. There's no longer an inefficiency there on that gap being filled. So that's good. Oh, wait, no. I want to go back to a higher. You want to go to a higher volume exchanges when you're doing this. So Coinbase and Binance are the big ones for me. I like these two exchanges because I think there's a lot of volume on there. And it gives me a good idea of what the actual volume is, so you can make good, accurate, or good predictions given the price action. So I think the price action is more legitimate on these exchanges when you add in volume. Oh my god. $508 million been liquidated? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm right. Okay, I actually agree with this a lot. This is actually very like this is basically my thought process as well. I think we are due for a bounce very soon, and I think these structures look very similar. I'm glad he's actually bringing it up. Yeah. I'm on the same page as this. I think that, yeah, I'm actually on the same page. I think this makes a lot of sense. And like, if you go back in time, right? Let's go back in time to our prior one. You can see working it out, right? And then just pop to the upside. Okay. This is also a possibility. I don't know if that's what's going to happen here, but the point is, this is also a possibility, right? The point is, though, like, there was a really good increase out of here. We reclaimed all of these prior levels, Getting above this 4-hour break was really significant. And then obviously consolidating above this cluster was the big one, right? Consolidation above this previous one was the big key. And of course, getting above the 4-hour 200 moving average, because the 4-hour 200 acts as a major resistance while we're down here. And just like, okay, now remember this structure right here. This is back in May to July of last year. Okay, May to July of last year. What was happening? Price was decreasing, right? Just like over here. Price was decreasing. We're pretty damn aware of that, right? Price is decreasing. Okay. May and July of 2021. What was happening on the longs chart, right? May and July of 2021. Go to the longs. May and July of 2021, right here. Okay, May to July. Longs were increasing just like we have right now. Oh, shit. Last 15 minutes, we're about to break all-time highs. Okay, guys, this is capitulative. This is capitulation mode right here. This is the bottom. There's no freaking way. This is about to get really, really disgusting. This is it. Like, guys, this is no shit it. I'm very confident that we are about to have a massive movement in either direction. I don't know which. Long's about to break. Yeah, this is about to be really, really aggressive. What the fuck? Yeah, I think that the bottom is in. Honestly, I do. I think it's about to explode. A lot of volume. Okay, so this is my thought process. Okay, thought process here, okay? Bear with me. Longs are increasing parabolically, okay? About to no shit cross the all-time high threshold, okay? Then, of course, the volume right now is really, 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 really high on this capitulative motion, right? We're only 30 minutes in. We're already at the volume of the previous ones. Volume is really, really high. That looks like a very indecisive candle, some sort of a, what am I looking for? Bullish hammer style. You know what I think of Cardano? Right here. Rest in peace, you glorious bastard. I'm done with Cardano. It's dead to me. Cardona's dead to me. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Very high volume on this last candle. Let's go to the 30-minute, actually. 30 minutes closing. Yeah, look at this. This is the tether chart. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about to pop. God, I gotta get crap done today. This sucks. Longs are people with a ton of money, right? Because if you can move that chart, you have a lot of money, right? That means that people that have a lot of money, i.e., whales, right? They're entering into leverage positions because they can manipulate the market in either direction. So once they like, they're manipulating the price. That's what they do. Okay. Now, generally, whales don't close at losses. They don't. Okay. If they're gonna do something, they have a reasoning. If this guy was not controlling this market, and if he was freaking out, he'd be closing these longs, but he's not. He keeps increasing them. Why? Because he has more confidence at this level because he's still doing it in a controlled manner. So I'm thoroughly convinced that they are controlling this, and it's just basically being manipulated to where it's going to explode upwards soon. I'm very confident in this one, guys. I really, 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 really am. How high? Well, I showed you examples where we have like 30 to 50% increases. Okay, this is a 26% increase we had a few months ago. Okay, on an exit pump. So all it is, exit pump. I'm not expecting much. An exit pump. Okay, a pump up, everything gets wiped. He can close in profit. He goes away. He probably shorts the share of the market, and that's it. Okay, but I'm pretty damn confident the bottom is in at this point. We're very, 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 very close because this right here is a really, really good candle. 30-minute candle looks really solid. Oh, God. How's QSP looking? I'm actually curious now. It's holding that weekly breaker really well. I'm not going to deviate from my plan because it has fallen below what it needs to, but like, I think we are going to get a pretty decent pump on it. I'm not going to deviate though. I'm going to keep my plan. VRA is holding up really well right now. VRA is holding up really nicely. KNC is holding up really nicely. ACH did have a capitulative moment, but I think it's back up where it needs to be. So I'm still happy with that. So QSP I'm still closing. The other three I'm still leaving open. Where do you think longer term bottom is going to be? Right here. This region right here. Golden pocket, the entire structure. They go one more a pump up somewhere in this region, guys. I like, you literally have no clue where it's going to get to because these exit pumps get very aggressive. Okay, a pump up, crash down over here. This could take time. Okay, this could take down to like into May or June even, right, to get all the way down here. Once it gets down here, accumulation, pop the upside, and then we'll see what happens, right? But yeah, that's my thought process. This candle looks really good, though. Oh my God, we're almost there. Yep, I like this a lot. Let's go over here to Coinbase. Let me post on here. Highest volume candle in a long time, or highest volume 30-minute candle. A long time, closing a bullish hammer. Very strong candle, guys. Hourly. Hourly has a really good chance of actually overtaking this one. And that would be the highest candle that we've had. Yeah, for a very long time. I want to see this volume just explode. This is Coinbase. Coinbase is weird though. This is the Tether pairing. I think it's still significant. Does Coinbase trade more Tether or does it trade more USD? I'm not sure, honestly. I know Binance is definitely Tether. FTX. Don't really care about Bitstamp. Just not enough volume to really make a good prediction. I don't think it's really a good idea to assess volume on other exchanges, but Binance and also Coinbase. Those are the ones that have the most of it. Yeah, I think that we're very close to the end of this, guys. God, I got shit to do. AMP getting destroyed? A lot's getting destroyed. Where's AMP at? That's not too bad. I've seen worse. Sure, there's better ones out there, right? 18%. ENS is getting just shit on. This was 19%. IDEX. I don't know what that is, but I guess AMP is pretty impressively down. Nice. Ape is down a ton. We are in price discovering the downside, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, essentially we are. We're on the price discovering the downside. ZIL is this is a weekly level, isn't it? Yeah, weekly level. Don't have much confidence here, but yeah, weekly level there. Do. Waves is interesting. Probably should have played this. I bet we could have got close to the bottom if we would have played this right. Well, I don't know, man. It's a rough drop. No, I don't think I would have caught that at all. BTC one actually gives us a good entry with the 200 weekly. That may have been the area that would have been the play right there, 200 weekly. I don't know if I would have had the stones to make that play though, honestly. I don't know if I would have. Be a tough one. Oh man. 1 inch is up today? What in the hell? I actually sold out all my 1 inch yesterday. That sucks ass. ANKR is at non-important level. Alice is at a non-important level. AXS is at a non-important level. Band is at a non-important level. I'm watching Bitcoin on my only pairing on my other chart, so I got you guys. BNT, BNB. What's BNB doing? I haven't seen that in a while. I made a ton of money off BNB. Man, that was my. I wrote it down from $30, $30. No, I bought it lower than that. I'm pretty sure. I know I had some for a long time. I probably had it 17 to $30 when I probably bought most of mine, and I sold over 300. I do know that. I know I sold over 300 for basically all of it. I'm not sure what my actual exits was. Crow is at a. What? CRV. Ethereum is actually at some interesting levels, isn't it? Okay, I need to clear this chart. Get rid of everything. All right, let's start from scratch. Okay, Ethereum. Start from scratch on you. Curious where we're at. This is a weekly breaker, which is a support level, and it's right here. It's pretty damn important. I like that, actually. Okay. Good start. 3-day. We're beneath there, so that's my exit. If I was to enter this trade, I would be exiting here. Still a decent increase. What is that? Yeah. Still going to be a... Oops. Price range from here to here. 7%? Not bad. Doesn't meet my criteria that I want, though. And I don't know if I would target much higher than that. I just don't know if we're going to get much higher than that, honestly. Want to exit bounce. So yeah, I'm not really interested, I guess. Damn, thought I was. Phantom. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, disgusting. Weekly. Hasn't lost it yet. You know what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man, this weekly level isn't horrible. This weekly level isn't all that bad. I thought it was a lot worse, but I don't know. There's a decent chance that this will actually hold up pretty well. What about mana? Oh, what is this all about? A trend line? Okay. Mana. You're getting me interested now. This is a weekly breaker, trend line. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. Curious on that. Oh, Bitcoin is starting to pop off a little bit. Okay, we are deeply inside this breaker now. This is a monthly, I think. Yeah, monthly breaker, deeply inside of it. This is the spot where you would be expecting it to bounce. Like this is the region. Now, this right here is very concerning. Losing the 200 weekly is very concerning, and I don't like that. Request, rows, shipping. No, there's nothing to work on here. It's all below. We're in price, cover the downside. I was trying to sell some shipping last night. There's like no liquidity, so I gotta wait to sell it. Those are the issues when you have really small coins. Liquidity is always an issue. That's why I keep my coins on the exchange. Like I will already have my sells already placed because liquidity is a huge issue. KNC still holding up. Guys, KNC still holding up really well. How are we doing on the volume? I want to see if this volume actually closes really positively. Holy shit, that's a lot of volume. I love this candle so far. Strong candle, strong volume. I want to see it break above these other ones, but this is a really strong candle so far. QSP is doing okay. ACH is recovering pretty nicely. KNC is recovering. Well, it's holding up really nicely. I love KNC right now. It's doing really, really well. What about Bitcoin Cash? How are we doing with Bitcoin Cash? We are at the lows. God, it's disgusting. Disgusting. BAT? Nope. Well, I mean, if it's going to bounce, this is the spot to bounce realistically. Top side over here, didn't really look that good though, honestly. Another coin I made a shit ton of money off of. I love that one. CRV. CRV's been holding up really, really well. That's why I want to really pay attention to it. I don't really see anything that really just gives me a good buy sign. Dash? Are we at levels I'm interested? Not really. Sort of, but not really. So falling wedge. This is looks like a falling wedge, doesn't it? No, guess not. Let's get the log chart. Maybe not. EOS. Off the log chart. Weekly. Ethereum Classic. Held up relatively nicely. ETN's held up pretty nicely too. We're now at the base, and this is, I like us being here at the base now. Like, this is basically the spot where you want to be accumulating. So if you want to look for a long-term hold, like, this is the position and the area where you want to look for it, right? Back at the base. And then you have ones like this that are now below the base, in which case this is an absolute freaking lootly not, right? I'm out of that 100%. I have no desire of entering that trade whatsoever. GRT below the base. Am I interested? No, I'm not, right? Like, this is not interested. You're now below the base. Just no. Just straight up no. Okay, Hero below the base. Not interested, right? Like, these are coins that, in my opinion, are going to zero. ICP below the base, unless you can really get a, what the fuck? Why was that posted? Assholes. Okay. DJI, we're actually starting to get a little bit of a bounce. A little bit, right? Minor bounce. Are you convinced we'll get an exit pump? Yeah, I am, actually. I really am. If you go back, like, here's the deal. If you go back and you look at all the other prior events, okay, like, this was obviously an aggressive drop. Okay, there's no way of avoiding that. This is a good 22% drop, right? Okay, when you get drops of that nature, you're going to get bounces up. Even if they don't continue going up, you're going to get these bounces out, right? Like, this was the start of a massive downtrend, right? And this is something we might be into. Massive drop, bounce up. Massive drop, bounce up, okay? Massive drop, bounce up. These bounces do happen. It's just when. That's the big question mark. So in these periods, right, you can get really, you know, it never stops dipping. It never stops dipping. And then when it does bounce, then you're like, oh my God, this is it, right? This is the one. And then you got to remember, oh, hey, actually, you got to remember the macro, be like, oh, this actually is not, right? These dips do come with pumps. Okay. They just do. That's what happens. There you go. Similar situation, right? Around the same amount of percentage gains. And then the increase from the lows, 19%. Or if you go to the absolute lows, right, that's going to be a 20% increase. Okay. So a 20% increase from here is what, close to like 36, 37,000? Let's see what that is. 20% increase from here. There you go, 37,000. Okay, like this stuff happens. It's just when. That's the big question mark. That's why I really don't want to close these positions out yet until the exit pumps happen. That's why I'm managing my stop losses. Okay. I won't be a forced seller. Okay. But when? That's the huge question mark, right? And no one really knows. You can give a lot of good estimations given a lot of different situations. Like right now, we do have a lot of volume this most recent candle. Really strong. I like seeing that. Longs are at all-time high. Again, really strong. Like seeing it. Like, look, ton of volume. Not as much as on Binance, though. Binance is the real winner right now. A lot of volume right here. The candle isn't as clean as what it was like 15 minutes ago. And I want to see this hourly close bullish hammer. So I really want to see. Or almost have as much volume, though. Because the last candle, the 30-minute one, was a bullish hammer. But the follow-through so far has been lackluster. Almost all-time highs. Ugh. The shorts are not increasing, or not really. They're really not. Like, I know this looks aggressive, but like by quantity, they're really not that high. So that really doesn't concern me. We've had 2,400 contracts open up, while we've had 2,300 or 237 contracts open up on shorts. So longs are absolutely increasing a lot faster than shorts. And given all of this like new price action and they haven't closed them, that means that it still seems fairly controlled on the drop by whoever's manipulating this shit. All right, this candle looks like shit now. What the fuck is going on? Bitcoin dominance is also dropping aggressively. You guys see that? I do like seeing this. So Bitcoin dominance is dropping aggressively. It's rejecting off of the weekly breaker. It's good, right? If you're into altcoins, this is really strong. Okay. We're right here. All-time highs. Do. It's too low. Time frame. How's the volume? It's still really high. Let's go back to the Binance pairing again. Binance, right there. Still really high. I mean, yes, that did happen, and that is definitely a possibility here. there could be a mass rotation of money from Bitcoin into altcoins. This is the biggest issue, though. Okay. Traditional markets look like shit, right? This is new. Traditional markets back in May and June, right? What was happening back in May and June of this last year? Or wait, no, June, July of last year, right? What was happening back then? Right? I'm losing my mind. What were the time frames? Yeah, right back here. May, June, July of last year, right? This was the big crash in crypto. What was happening back then, right? Markets are still holding up relatively well, right? Bitcoin was doing something different. It was deviating. Well, now they're rotating the same direction. They're both going down. So because of that, it's definitely a new paradigm we're in right now. It's a new paradigm. It's different. It's the differences from what we had last time. All right. We're almost about to close this candle. Let's see how it's going to close. Hourly, decent wick right now, but I want to see more. Volume is really high, which is good. This is the highest volume candle we've had since May 5th. Oh my gosh. I have got to get shit done today. It sucks. When? No clue. Time frames are so hard. Time frames are very, very hard. So it's really hard to give you an actual time frame of when the exit pump's going to happen. It can take hours. Even after it finds a bottom, it may just wander around and tease you for hours before it works its way out. So that's definitely a possibility, Deadman. That being said, we have no evidence to prove that's what's happening, right? So that's a good narrative idea, but I don't really look at narratives. I look at what the charts say, and the charts are giving no indicator whatsoever that money is rotating into crypto from traditional markets. So until we get that rotation, I'm going to assume that it's not. Fuck. ACH. Fuck. How's the BTC pairing looking? Looks fine still. BTC still looks fine. God damn it. Just don't want to make any adjustments until this pump happens. KNC is still looking good. QSP is still looking fine. BRA is still looking okay. Okay, not great, but okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to say I don't know what that's all about. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin. Three, two, one. Candle close is meh. Just meh. Like that's not a. It's not impressive. It started looking really good, and it ended up being really just meh. Just meh. That's all it is. Just freaking meh. I don't know, guys. S&P. No, yeah, you're right. It did. Yep, you're right. It did fill a gap. It's a nice sign. Gap fills are always cool to see, right? We do like that. But there's nothing really telling us that a reversal is happening. There's a lot of volume though. Yeah, no worries, man. What was the next question? Can I look at near? I'm gonna look at near. I actually want to see it myself. So generally, I require a reasoning as to why to look at it, like what chart pattern or whatever on there. But I'm gonna look at it because I'm actually curious. It's been a big, it's been a major mover over the last few weeks. It's a weekly breaker. Weeklies, weeklies, weeklies. Looks pretty solid. Weekly breakers, guys. I like weekly breakers. And a 3-day right there. Well, yeah, not great, but it's still a 3-day. We're below 200. It's not good. So basically, right now, it looks like we're below the 200 moving average, which is not a good sign. It's a show weakness, bearish retest of it. Not great, but we are at a weekly 200 moving average. So if I was to take this trade, I'd be probably looking to resell if we got up to the 200 moving average. It's also not a clean. It's not clean. I would like to wait until there's a solid retracement because right now we haven't really had that strong of a retracement on it yet. Fuck. Hmm. Oh man, guys. Yep. Yeah, deviation. I see where he's going with this. Midline would make a lot more sense to come back up here and retest it. Um, yeah, deviation, midline, continuation down. That's what he's basically playing with here. So deviation, you have a range established, deviation from the range, test the downside liquidity, come back up, back into the range, top side or the mid range, rejection, continuation down. That's essentially what the play he's looking at, I think. But this range does look clean, and this does look like a solid test of this breaker. But um, you know, this right here is like the reasons why I really just don't really feel comfortable selling right now, guys. Like I hate to say it like that, but I just don't. I think the high time frame stuff, like we're at some very important levels right here. We just are. God, KNC is a beast. So this is capitulative volume right here. You see how it's curving downwards and it has a massive spike in volume? This is capitulative. You're seeing a lot of coins exchange hands, and a lot of it's being forced out of their position. So, then you have this dude. DXY is still just hanging around. Oh man, Bitcoin dominance still doing really well. Bitcoin dominance is still holding up really well. Like it's not capitulating by any means here, or like to the upside. If it was really like that, if these longs were getting wrecked, you would see this thing, or if these alts were getting wrecked harder, you would see this thing pop the upside aggressively. But we're obviously not, so that's a good thing. We want to see that stay. Dow's still hanging out in the same area where opened. Interesting. Oof. Ugh. Weekly lows. Gosh, this is an ugly ass candle. I thought it was gonna be a lot better, but it's just not. Getting yeah, it's getting to a climax. I don't know what that means exactly. I really do think that the climax is going to be a bust to the upside, but we could have a pretty aggressive dip down first. Shit. God, I just don't want to see that yet. That just doesn't like. This is the dream buy area. Make it very clear. Like this has been my dream buy area, but I really am not in a position to really take advantage of it the way I want, which I guess is what they want you to do. This is my dream buy.
It has been for a very long time. Any bullish divergences forming? Let's see about that. RSI. Yeah, we actually do a little bit. Well, no, wait, take that back. Hourly, no. We've invalidated the bullish divergences there. 4 hour, absolutely not. So no, we don't have any bullish divergences forming at all. Oh, probably capitulation time, guys. It's my thoughts now. Right down here. I think we're about to capitulate. That's my thought process here. I don't want to adjust anything. I'm pretty content with where I'm at right now on my holdings. But I would not be surprised for a capitulation down here. Also, you got to also consider liquidity. Liquidity is a huge issue as well. Yeah. I don't have enough. There's not enough liquidity on the exchanges to really make get out of these positions without having some massive slippage. So, sort of stuck in these positions right now. So, but I do expect us to have a capitulation probably down here momentarily, honestly. So it's definitely about to get really aggressive. One way or another, it's about to get really aggressive. I don't know which direction, honestly. But yeah, I don't have enough liquidity. I couldn't get out of these positions if I wanted to. So. This is the issue you're running into when you have just way too much happening here. Yep. Probably a capitulative moment, guys. Buckle up. Now, I can't make it clear enough to you guys. I really, 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 really would not expect us to dip below this much further. It should be a quick dip down, tap these levels, and then a bounce back up. Really, really, like, that's... I just cannot believe we're actually at this moment. Yeah, these two levels right there. Because the volume is very, very high. There's a lot of momentum here. And the fact that we did not actually have that candle close decently is really concerning. So, right ahead. Like, this is no shit. Like, this is about to explode one way or the other. Down here, or just accelerate up. But it's going to be explosive. I really don't know which direction. But we're there. We are at the moment, guys. Longs are still increasing. Of course they are. DXY is dropping slightly. I want to go back to Coinbase. That's the one I want to go to. BTC, Coinbase. That's the chart I want to see. Yeah, I'm definitely not selling right here, but I do expect a capitulation. So here's the issue you're gonna run into right now, right? There's too much volume right now. So whenever you do try to sell these coins, there's not enough people buying them on the exchanges. So if you do market sell, unless you have a very small amount of positions, you're going to have way too much slippage. So you may sell here to make it fill down here on a lot of these really really small coins. So, and that's my biggest issue with the way that I trade. You just gotta ride the wave sometimes, and that's what I'm stuck with right now. But high time frame, I'm still very confident we're going to get a bounce. It's just when. When is the bounce coming? That's the big question. Oh, this is Binance US. I don't want that crappy exchange. Let's go to Binance or Coinbase. Those are the two I want to look at. Coinbase, that's fine. Rid of that, rid of that, rid of that. I don't need any of this. All I really care about right now is this right here. All I want to know is where are these lows? This is literally all I care about. Reaction off these is all I give a shit about right now. If we start to dip, those are my targets. If we come down here, what's going to happen? I have no clue what's about to happen here, guys. But this is basically it. Either way, either we just pop out of here aggressively and a massive short squeeze happens, or we come down here, one last capitulative motion, swing that, and then we have our big bounce. One of these two is going to happen, and I just don't know which. So either come down here, aggressive bounce, or just bounce out from here. These are like the only two, I think, realistic possibilities. Now, if we do get this one, I do expect to come back down here eventually. One of these two things is going to happen. What else going to run into, though? What are you going to run into, Kuba? When the entire economy is collapsing, what are you going to run into, right? Like, there isn't really a good option. So when you're looking over here and the stock market's decreasing 30% in the last like 3 months, right? That's not very good. You go to crypto, which is decreasing even quicker than that, right? 9% inflation loss, I mean, isn't that bad relatively, right? So no matter what, it's not great. So, and then dollar is the least jacked up of all the other currencies because DXY shows us that. So, and cash is still king, man. Like, that's how you acquire goods. So people want to have that cash in their hands because they know it's something solid and tangible. So these are my two options right here. Just pop the upside or dip down aggressively, but it's going to happen like here. It's so ugly, it's beautiful. Yep. Yeah, I don't really understand the whole Luna fiasco, but apparently it's just a total shit show with Luna. Apparently they really screwed the pooch here. That's why no one's buying. Look at that crap. It's just dropping like crazy because everyone's terrified of the Luna situation. That being said, I do love blood. And boy, this is bloody. And this is a good support level. Do I want to buy Luna? It's aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and say no. All right, one of these two. No, if we don't get this bounce here, that's not good. It's not good at all. Bad, bad, bad. Very, 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 very bad. Very, very bad. But I think that's very unlikely. It's crazy. Cannot believe it. We're actually at this point. This is very, very high time frame stuff right here. So how are traditional markets doing right now? Let's go over here. Traditionals. They're still holding up fairly well. DXY is holding up. It's just, doing its thing. Oh, I thought this was the shorts drop, and I was like, oh shit. No, longs are still holding up. They're actually still increasing. We're almost all-time highs. Man, this is just brutal, y'all. All right. Callie is a beast, man. I cannot believe he actually got this whole thing accurate. It's insane. He actually got called the entire movement. Just scalping lately, sharpening my knife skills as we speak. Yeah, right. Basically. This is just such a. This is one of those things where you just go back on and you're like, damn, that was some crazy shit, y'all. I do think we're going to work our way out of it, though. I told my wife I would do some dishes and also I would clean the kitchen and I would also clean the cat litter before she got home, and I literally have no idea when she's gonna get home. Oh man, sucks. She gave me honeydews, but I've been stuck here with this computer. I also gotta get a haircut. But I love you guys, so it's all right. I'm here with you. Um, Lots of volume still. Not as much as the last candle. Same thing on Coinbase. Not as much as the last candle. Very indecisive right now. We fall beneath here and just keep dropping. That is like really bad. We need to get a strong bounce. do. And save Bitcoin maybe. Yeah, right. Technicals. Bitcoin dominant still doing good. Futures are actually trading at a premium right now. A little bit interesting there. So I think even the futures market is realizing like this is just a temporary, or they expect it to be higher than it is right now. So I'm pretty sure that futures have been traded at a discount, if I remember correctly. All right, we are above all-time highs. We now have more longs on Bitfinex in this market than we've ever had before. There we go. It's happened. I think my dog's gonna go outside. Give me a sec. Discussed that earlier on how that works. So essentially, the longs increasing are showing that a whale of like huge proportions is actually accumulating as this is dropping, right? So it's more than likely some sort of a manipulation. And trust me, it sucks, but that's what it looks like to me at least. That's one of the things that we've seen it in previous periods of history. If you go back through to May to July of 2021, we had a very similar situation. Longs were increasing to the all-time high levels, right over here, and it bounced up, right? So similar situation. Um, so longs kept increasing as the price kept decreasing. So yes, it can happen, and it generally means accumulation. It does. Like there's not really. That's what it means. It means someone out there with a ton of money is accumulating. Now the question is why I've never had FOMO. That's crazy. UST is on the verge of collapsing. Luna's down 30%. Holy crap. Nuts, guys. Shit. That's crazy, y'all. Absolutely insane. All right. Capitulation time. Let's do this. I'm actually relatively calm here. It's crazy. I don't know how I am, but feel pretty good. Once we lose this low, it should get pretty aggressive. Okay, lost the low. And dip, dip, dip. Be very obvious when the bottom is in. We're not there yet. Yeah, I hear you, man. I still think there's a very good chance that we are extremely close to the bottom. But remember, like how you're feeling right now, right? This is a capitulative moment right here. So what I don't want to see, I don't want to see a lot of longs closing. That's the only real thing that I'm really worried about. Outside of that, it still seems pretty controlled. I'm pretty sure his average buys are higher than that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's higher. I'm still like, trust me, I know he owns a lot of Bitcoin and stuff, but I don't really put that much weight on individuals like that selling. Or I'm trying to think what the right word I'm looking for here is. I don't know. The Luna situation is actually really crazy. What a legend. long as it's still up there. Right here. This is where I'm targeting. We're going to come down here, dip, and then bounce up, or we're just going to just take off before we get there. This is the area where like most people are targeting. Just nuts, guys. Absolutely nuts. I can't ever look at the same chart for long. Let's actually go check out the technicals. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is actually dropping on this dip right now. That's positive to see. DXY is still holding relatively stable. Dow's actually increasing right now. So at the same time as Bitcoin decreasing, Dow's actually holding up pretty damn. It's holding, right? So that means this is a crypto-specific movement right now. So, and I'm sure it's motivated by the whole Luna crap. Because you can have Luna over here at just tremendously lower than everything else. Luna's double the price, everything else. How do I do this? I can go over here and go to my shit. Am I logged in? Let's see. Holy crap. US Tether is at 93 cents. A stable coin is at 93 cents, guys. That's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Jeez. That is a total and utter just mind fuck. All right, so we're dropping. Tether's still holding up fine. US coin is actually down. Oh, no, it's not. Take that back. US DC. No, US coin's holding up. So the other stables are fine. It's just Luna. There's Terra. Terra's the only one that's actually dropping right now. That's good to see. If it was not just Luna or Terra, I'd be really concerned. But that's nuts, though, guys. All right, back over here. Okay, ACH is currently on the weekly breaker support level. It's good to see. Still looks like it's controlled. Let's look at the technicals. Let's go to the longs. Longs are still healthy, still going upwards. Shit. Well, 2 pass. Fuck. This is crazy. A stablecoin just collapsing. Where's this is that Don Do Kwon? Hmm. Interesting. Looks like a pretty interesting black swan event. It's definitely a black swan though. Like the whole Luna situation, like what the shit? It's hard to really prepare for that. This is absolute mass capitulative fear right now. This is perfect. So this is what you want to see for a mass reversal. And a lot of times what happens is you get a spike down and then a massive spike to the upside. And that's what I'm looking for here. So I do expect this to be a sweep, and then everyone's all good, everything's all happy, everything's stable, and then people basically FOMO back into the market. That's what you expect to see here. So this is interesting though. It's nuts. I would not want to fuck with Luna right now. That's for damn sure. It's down 27%. Where's the volume indicator at? Volume. Okay, there it is. Oh shit, we got some good volume. Yeah, this is capitulative style volume. All right, perfect. Okay. Remember how I said the last candle had a lot of volume? Looking like we're going to have more on this one. Okay. This is just disgusting. Yeah. All right. So we are getting a nice little pump so far. It's still extraordinarily early. This is a good reaction so far. Let's see. Wow, that's crazy. This is just nuts, guys. This is one of those things that you're gonna remember for a very, very long time. I don't even know what Wavecoin is, dude. I don't know. I'm good. Never heard of a Wavecoin. You mean waves? I'm not looking at anything but what I'm doing now, guys. Sorry. And also, like I mentioned, I'm not looking at any charts unless you can give me a good reason why I should look at it. Ugh. Still gotta get a haircut. Still gotta do the dishes. Still got to, what was the other thing my wife said? Oh, litter box. I probably gotta mow the yard. I got shit to do today. Fuck! Sucks. I just want to see this whole thing capitulate and be over, or, you know, a massive pump so I can get out of my positions or something so that I can do something else today. Are we really going to leave these not swept? I'd be very surprised. But possible, I guess. Yep, look at that. We're going to have more volume than the last one. Jeez, this is nuts. Gosh, I've got to get stuff done today. This sucks. So this is shaped up to be a really strong candle. Has not closed yet. We got 10 minutes. This is actually looking pretty damn decent. Nice wick to the downside. If we can turn this candle green in the next 10 minutes, I would be very happy. Okay. How's everything else holding up? Let's see. Dow. Oh, I thought that was Dow. I was like, oh my God. But now we're still hovering the same area. Longs keep increasing. Shorts increase, but like a lot lesser amount. Bitcoin dominance still holding down. Oh, this sucks, but man, it's still going. Like it's still fine. It just sucks, guys. Till an exchange goes down, that dot at the bottom is in. Yeah, right. Cannot believe we've dropped this far. This is incredible. Sucks, but you know, that's what it is. All right, Luna is starting to recover a little bit. It's not as bad. Let's see how Terra's doing. UST. 94 cents. Guys, a stable coin is currently trading at 94 cents. Isn't that just insane? And I say stable coin, I mean that almost in a sarcastic manner because, well, you know. Strong candle so far, guys. I told you I wanted to see this as a bullish hammer, and right now it's actually looking like it might play out that way. So the Terra chart is actually looking more healthier. I guess that's the word we're looking for. It looks healthier than earlier. I think that's the. This is probably like the Terra chart is the Black Swan event. That's really what we're looking for. Strong candle so far. I want to see it close a little higher, but that's a really strong candle. You guys can see this is the most volume we've had. So that's on Coinbase. Let's see about other exchanges as well. Let's look at Binance. It's not as much, but close to it. FTX, not as much, but close to it. This is capitulative volume though. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is absolutely capitulative volume. Strong pump, you know. Terra starting to recover a bit more. I'm with Brains though. I think it's about time to knife catch if you're wanting to. Okay. Oh my god. I've got to get shit done. This is really interesting though. This right here is like it's just weird. Bitcoin dominance still dropping so aggressively too. Like this is holding up so aggressively well. It's very impressive. This tells me that when this bounce comes, and yes, it's going to come. All right, don't think it's going to go down forever. Right, when the bounce does come, I think it's going to be very aggressive, and I think alts are going to just have one fucking massive pump out of it. I would then. Okay, hear me out. I would not be surprised for certain altcoins. Okay, I'm not saying all of them, but certain ones, and I don't know which ones or any of that stuff, but you will see altcoins that will retrace this entire movement in the span of like 3 or 4 hours. Okay. Now, will they sustain it? Probably not. Okay. But yes, I could absolutely see some of them altcoins getting 25% gains in the span of a few, basically retrace whatever their dump was. And the entire time of this dump, they'll retrace it very quickly. Seen it many times before. The important thing is figuring out which one those are, and that's not easy. So, all right, this candle actually looks fairly decent. Let's go to, actually, Binance is good. I would love to see this turn green. I don't think we're having we do, I guess. If this is a green bullish hammer, I'd be exceptionally impressed. Even as of right now, I would still classify that as a bullish hammer. Candlestick. Yep. So bullish hammer candlestick. Ah, crappy ass picture. So yep. It trades significantly lower than the opening, but rallies within the period to close near the opening price. Okay, so it trades significantly lower and it closes close to or above the actual opening price. So essentially, I want to see this thing close as high as possible. That'd be a really, 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 really strong candle. Lots of volume. All that's really good. Volume, volume, volume. Where's the volume? Volume, volume, volume. Doesn't really say. Hammer signal potential capitulation by the sellers to form a bottom accompanied by price rise. Yada, 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 yada. There you go. So. Yeah. All right. So I want to see a really, really good bullish hammer form here. We have 1 minute. I want to see this as high as possible. That's what we really want to see. Because that's a really strong recovery so far. I would like to have seen this volume beat this volume, which obviously we're probably not going to happen. But, you know, it's not that bad. But yeah. Okay, strong bullish hammer. Strong bullish hammer. Strong bullish hammer. I want to see as little of the body as possible. I want to see. Oof. BLX? Okay. Oh, that's funny. All right, back up here. Not as strong. I want to see more. Give us a better close. We got 28 seconds. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. Push it up. Push it up. I want to see a better close. Give me more confidence the bottom's in. Because right now, confidence is a little bit wavering right now. Give me a strong close. Come on. At least above the 800s. Come on. It's not horrible, I guess. It's not horrible. I don't know. Not horrible, but it's not great. Not great. Fuck. Guys, this is just, it sucks, man. Still increasing. I just don't know if we're gonna get $5,000 wick from here. I just don't think that's gonna happen. What did you say? 3 to 5? No, I don't see that. I don't think that's reasonable. I think that's I think that's yeah, I don't think it's possible. Or I don't think it's reasonable. Do. All right, how are my active coins holding up? VRA is doing pretty well. KNC, you know what? I'll take that. Quant stamp still looks like shit, but that's okay. We're still trying to get out of it. KNC, QSP, VRA. VRA doesn't look that bad, actually. Let's look at the Bitcoin pairing. Yeah, Bitcoin pairing's actually looking pretty damn decent right now. I like this candle. It doesn't look bad. VRA BTC does not look bad. Alchemy BTC does not look bad at all. QuantStamp BTC looks pretty damn good. And KNC does not have a BTC pairing, but it is inside the golden pocket of the macrostructure. I'm still good with all three of or all four of those. Yeah. All right. Well, here is the situation. I have got to get off. I have been on for 3 hours. 3 hours and 12 minutes during a crash. Are there any other streamers even on right now? Like, seriously? During a live stream or during a crash? I don't know. But either way, though, guys, like, I've been on here for the last 3 hours, and I actually have got to get crap done today. Got to get a haircut, got to get some laundry done, got to get some, there's this crap I got to get done, right? So I have my plan. I'm pretty confident in my plan. I think the positions look okay. Given everything, our positions still look fine. They do. So I'm not that confident here, or I'm not that concerned here. This is what I'm expecting. Okay, dip down, continuation up, or just pop the upside. Like one or the other. One of these is going to happen, and this would go a lot higher, I think. But ultimately, the goal, the plan here is that it's going to be aggressive. Okay, but it's going to be one or the other. So, but this will also be aggressive up. The point is, I think we'll have an aggressive movement upwards, but it may take some time to actually work its way out if we do this. If we just pop up, I've seen many times in crypto where it just explodes the massive green candle that no one expects. That happens a lot. And especially because a lot of this trading, or a lot of this is actually a Black Swan event style. So, yeah. How's Luna doing now? Luna is still down 27%. Holy shit. Yeah, no worries, guys. I'm going to get off, though. I'll have some alert sets and stuff, but ultimately, I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to basically be around, but I've got to get stuff done today. I don't really have an option. So, and also I've been on for freaking 3 hours. That's pretty damn good. So I don't feel that bad. All right. Well, stay safe out there, guys. I'll be updating over the course of the day, and I'll see you guys soon. Deuces, boys. I'm out.